Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. The title of this clip is Withdrawing of 20 trillion naira from pension fund. It is all over the newsstand now that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made it clear through his finance minister, Yomi Edu, that they are drawing down 20 trillion naira from pension fund. To do what? For infrastructural development and other developments. According to the finance minister, there are so many options of either foreign loan or local access to funds, and they have identified pension fund as an ideal fund, that could be accessed for their own purposes. To start with, Pension Act 2014 as amended has clear provisions how the finances of the pension fund will be handled. One of them is that a maximum of 5% of that fund can only be borrowed for infrastructural development. The 20 trillion naira intended is more than 80% of the available funds of the pension fund. That is a clear illegality, it's a clear breach, it's an intended crime, premeditated and intended, well known. Number two, that fund is not at the convenience of federal government. It's a fund pooled by innocent workers who sacrifice all their life and their living and their leisure to enjoy it later. Removing this 20 trillion naira means putting the entire pension process into jeopardy. It will spell doom. It will create hunger and starvation and insecurity and disease. It can create situation for anarchy. This intention is not well articulated, it's not well intended. In any event, there is a more reason why they should not tamper with this fund. Because Buhari, the disastrous Buhari, who presided over Nigeria in the disaster, left Nigeria in the disaster, and Tinubu is building on that disaster, removed 13 trillion naira from the same pension fund. Till date, 6 years after the removal, not a single kobo has been repaid out of the principal, not a single interest has been paid. You can consider that 13 trillion naira has gone down the drain, and there is nothing to point that 13 trillion naira has been used for infrastructure under Buhari. The same thing here, 20 trillion naira for infrastructure. 20 trillion naira is to be removed for infrastructure. Which infrastructure? The owners of these pensions come from 36 states of Abuja, or of the Federation plus Abuja. These infrastructures are going to be federally owned infrastructures, perhaps not located into any of the states, maybe at the federal capital territory. Maybe it's going to be like high-tech Lagos-Calabar highway contract, which was awarded using a loan. 1 trillion naira given in advance. Another trillion naira has just been approved, all out of a loan. This intention to draw down 20 trillion naira from pension funds is inhuman, is illegal, is ill-advised, is sadistic. There is a bad intention in it. It won't help the economy. It won't help the policy. It will bring in confusion. It will bring in resentment and anger from pensioners, and they will curse. Their prayers and their curse will be heard, will be accommodated. Their prayers will be answered. You leaders who are intended to do that, don't you fear the wrath of God? Don't you fear the prayers of these innocent people whose funds you want to feast on? You have a choice to reverse now or wait for the timely intervention of God through the prayers of the pensioners. Pensioners, keep on praying for God to save your funds from this ill-advised decision of the federal government.